Today I want to have a chat to you about a investment opportunity that went awry, an opportunity that cost me $3.3 million. Back in 1997, I purchased my very first property. It was a single bedroom apartment in Maylands. Now, back then, a single bedroom unit in Maylands was $29,000. I purchased mine on the third floor. They ranged between 29 and 32. So I bought my first property, modest apartment. At the time, I worked out that my total costs per week were around about $80 to $90 per week. Now, talking to the other residents of the apartment block, they were paying around about $110 to $120 per week in rent, depending on what floor you were on. Okay, so I did some remedial maths and worked out, not knowing anything about positive gearing or anything else. I had no mentors to talk to, no books to read. But I worked out that there was a profit to be made and that if I purchased 10, I would make about $300 a week. I went to the bank, one of the usual big four. I pleaded my case and told them that I made around $36,000 a year. To me, it was all very logical. Unfortunately, the bank all but laughed at me. They told me there was nothing they could do and they moved on. So I went away really disheartened. That opportunity, being able to purchase 10, would have cost me somewhere around the $250,000 to $300,000. Not a huge loan by today's standards. Those same properties are $3.3 million now. So over the last 25 years, they would have been fully paid off. I would have had 10 units fully paid off by now, $3.3 million. But it wasn't to be. I got disheartened. I needed somebody to talk to. I know now that I should have approached them and organized for maybe one more. And having one more, 6 months down the track, saved up enough deposit to be able to buy, I'm only talking about $4,000 or $5,000 in deposit. So I should have been able to do that in a year and would have purchased another one. And of course, I've got the income coming in, so this would have accumulated and maybe I would have bought another one 6 months later and I would have built up the 10. Back then, I had nobody to talk to. Unfortunately, that turned out to be a missed opportunity. One of the things that I want you to take away is that missed opportunity is as costly as action, right? So if you invest into a property, you are taking action, and the investment that you potentially get is $3.3 million. That's taking action. But had you not taken action, you've lost $3.3 million. It amounts to the same. Make sure that you are getting the right advice. I had no advice. And make sure you take those opportunities. You take it.